What's up, everybody? I am in Waco, Texas, and I'm not in my work attire. Get rid of that pillow. That's a little bit of eye pollution there. We're going to talk about what is a runner. And I'm just going to go back to one of my old habits here, 5-hour energy, because I am off the clock. I ain't making no money. I'm actually headed down to Galveston. I'm headed down. I didn't spill any. I thought I did. I'm headed down to Galveston. For my few days off. Before I get into this is 5-hour energy. This is kind of like just for like alertness. This is not when I'm desperate. My desperate stuff calls for red line. Back in the day, I had a few more other tricks up my sleeve, but we'll talk about that maybe in another video. We're talking about what is a runner in trucking. Okay, it's not getting out there, at a truck stop and you're gonna go run and get in shape. Even though I could probably use to go for a run or two. I probably use that pretty good. No, running doesn't have a certain definition. People have different definitions for that. And I heard the other day by some very biased people, by anti-Ike people, sitting there talking about, well, Ike's not a runner. Well, you say that because you don't like me. It's not because, it's just you don't like who I am. So that's the reason why you say that. Because let me tell you what a runner is. A runner is not spending a month or 2 months out on the road. That doesn't claim. I mean, you could spend as much time out on the road as you want. Doesn't make you a runner. Okay? Doesn't make anybody a runner. Oh, you go home. You like to be home every day, or you like to be home every weekend, or every other week, or whatever. Like, you're not a runner. Like, how does that make one different? Listen, if you're going to take a 34-hour restart at a truck stop, how does that make you a runner compared to me taking a 34-hour restart at the house, or a 10-hour break at the house? I mean, you got to take your 10-hour break. You don't have to take a 34, but, a lot of people do. I mean, when you spend months at a time out there on the road, most of those people that do that don't have anything. Most of the people that spend so much time out on the road, either they're single or they're married and they hate their wives. I'm just saying, they just hate their wives. I mean, how can you spend so much time away from the house? You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't get. That's why I don't get it all. Okay? I just don't get that. I know I probably triggered some people out there. Fix your marriage, okay? Fix your marriage. Let's talk about the old days versus the new days, okay? A runner today is very much different than what a runner used to be. I see you old guys. I see your old hands out there and say, yep, Ike, you're right. You're right. A runner is so much different back 10, 15, 20 years ago than what they are today. Obviously, because what's the key thing? ELDs, okay? ELDs. Back in the day, before all these, e-logs and stuff like that, you can pretty much get away with anything. Okay, now you can't. But you can still be a runner. Okay, you can still be a runner. And how do you do that? How do you accomplish that? And still be able to stay legal? Well, it's basically running when taking that load when no one else will or wants to. Knowing how to hustle, okay? Knowing how to hustle, keeping that left door shut, okay? Don't all sitting there and say, oh, so-and-so's going to be at this truck stop and I want to meet up with him. I'm sorry. Like, hey, you guys have a good one at that truck stop. I got stuff to do, okay? All right? We could talk, we could hang out some other time. Maybe we're at a 10-hour break somewhere at the same time, or 34. Other than that, have fun at that truck stop. I'm out here. Okay? But basically, that's the deal, is being able to run when you have hours. If you have hours, you run, okay? If there's loads available, take them. Now, it doesn't have any, like if you want to go home every week and take a 34-hour restart at the house, then do it. That has no bearing on what they call a runner or not. You're resetting your hours, that way when you do have your 70 hours back in full, you can get out there and make as much money as you can. I mean, this is, I don't know how much common sense this is. I know a lot of people don't have a lot of common sense out there anymore, but I mean, come on. Like, you can't do what you used to do 20 years ago in 2019. You just can't do it, okay? Because I want to tell you something. Well, shoot, you can't do what you do in 2019, what you could do in 2017. I'll tell you that, because in 2017, you ask anybody who worked with me, whether it be at Bella Flor Nurseries or Travel Loco, I ran. And I ran not because I had hours, because I made hours, okay? I ran when everyone else wanted to sleep, okay? That's the difference. When everybody else wanted to go, well, I'm going to go play truck stop. I'm going to go do my laundry. You know what? I can do my laundry at the house. I'm out here working, okay? I'm out here working. And how many overnight loads did I take at Travel Loco? How many of those days I was up all day doing a bunch of stuff? A whole bunch of times. I mean, before ELDs took over, we had Keep Trucking, and Keep Trucking was very easy to edit, okay? I was doing that as early, last year, 2018, when I was at Bella Flor, when they had the radius, the ag radius, okay? Once I got in that certain radius of a yard, man, I'd stay out there running. When your body sits there and tells you to stop running and you keep running anyway, chances are you're a freaking runner, okay? Oh, I'm tired. You know what you do? Freaking knock these down. Yeah, this is number 2. I'm fixing to knock this one out too, okay? I'm going on 24 hours here, okay? I'm going on 24 hours. And what am I doing? Hey, I'm on my time off, okay? I'm on my time off. But I ain't answering no logbook right now, okay? I just ain't. I am not. I'm on my time. But when your body sits there and tells you to stop and pull over and go to sleep, the runners will figure out a way to keep running, to keep pushing. That's right. That's what we would all do. I mean, you hear the stuff about this black dog. It's not only the black dog. It's the pink elephants. It's the Indians dancing in the road. Okay? If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. You ever seen the movie Black Dog? It's more than just a black dog when you're out there pushing and being greedy. You're sitting out there and you see this, thing in the road. It could be a lot of freaking things. I ran over a cow once. True story. I was asleep while I was running. Those are my color spot days. Yeah, the cow was dead in the road. I was pushing. When you can't remember the last 20 miles, 30 miles, 40 miles, you just can't remember, chances are you're running pretty hard. I mean, it's so funny to hear these people to act like they're some big-time truck driver when all it is like, well, I'm going to spend 3-4 weeks out on the road. Okay, are you sitting on your butt the whole time? Sitting there doing laundry, sitting there eating at a diner? That's not running. That's not running. See, here's the thing. Diners are great, okay? But there's a reason why they put fast food places in these truck stops. For people who, ain't got no time to sit around and eat. But we hungry anyway, so we want us a Burger King, okay? That's what that's there for. Okay, that's what that's there for, because we'll eat while we're going down the road. We'll sit down and eat and look at a whole bunch of depressed truck drivers. Why would I want to do that? There's no other depressing thing in this world other than a funeral home than a truck stop. What a depressing place. And to spend your time there, I don't even understand why anyone would want to. I hated them. I absolutely hated them. You see, Bella Flor, Travel Loco, Color Spot. Oh my gosh, can I tell you the stories of Color Spot? Listen, you say, well, all you were doing was delivering flowers. Yeah, okay, maybe I wasn't doing coast to coast, but I was up Monday to Friday. Maybe a little bit of sleep here, a little bit of sleep there, because you'd run your load, unload, go back, pick up another one, go back, pick up another one, go back, pick up another one, get a shower when you could, maybe get a 2-hour nap when you could. And you just stayed freaking that nose. I mean, you're freaking running and just doing what you can, because you know what? When you're off, you're off. Okay? When you don't have to think about it. But when you're out there working, you just work hard and you do better than the rest of them. You know, there's a reason why Ike's name was on the top of those lists at Color Spot, at Masonite. Yes, even Masonite. Now, Masonite at Schneider, it was legal. But, like I said, there's ways around the hours of service to be productive, to maximize your hours. Okay? That's running. Keeping your left door shut when everyone else wants to sit around and eat and talk and do all that other stuff. I just love these rookies that come in. I've been doing it 3, 4, 5 years. I know what I'm talking about. No, you don't. Tango Transport. The only thing that they wanted at Tango Transport is make sure that you logged your fuel stop. Other than that, who knows? Like, I'm going to tell you something. Those internationals got horrible fuel mileage, if you know what I mean. Horrible fuel mileage, if you know what I mean. Because at Tango Transport back in the day, before they went to e-logs, before I left there, we were some outlaw running son of a gun. Dallas to Bogalusa, Dallas to Bogalusa, Dallas to Bogalusa, as many as we can, because those places, they work 24 hours a day, and a lot of them are dropping hook. I'm like, I'm gonna get, and I'll sleep when I can. I'll sleep when I get home. I worked Monday through Friday at that job. I made really good money for those 5 days. Okay, but when I was at home, I wasn't running. Okay, but like I said, most of you guys are sitting there saying, well, you're at home. I'm like, heck yeah, I'm at home. Beats a truck stop. Then again, most of you guys hate your house, or that's really what it boils down to. Most of you guys that sit out there, and listen, if you're in certain parts of the country where there's no good regional freight, no good local freight, I get it. I'm not bouncing on you. To the people that live in the areas where there's freight everywhere, just different kinds, and you sit there and you still make an excuse to not to go home, then you got some family issues. There's just no two ways about it. Is there a true definition? Is there a friggin', what do you call it, Webster's Dictionary for truckers? No, there's not. There needs to be one. But no, there's not, because people have their own opinion about what running is. And again, this is my opinion. But I'll tell you this, don't sit there and tell me I'm not a runner, okay? Because I run to get home. When other people's, where I work now, will only do 2 loads. I'll only do 2 loads, but hey, I got hours to do 3, okay? And I can do this, and I'm gonna freaking look for every little shortcut I can to get to the next store. Absolutely going to do it. I'm going to sit there and look at the traffic, see what the traffic's doing. Absolutely, I'm going to look at the traffic, see what the traffic's doing, because I'm going to go around that. I'm going to talk about a shortcut. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, there's so many different variables in what makes, what keeps you pushing. Okay, it's not all about just holding the daggum steering wheel. There's so much more to it. It's about planning. It's not that hard, folks, especially these days. It's not that hard. You still get your rest. You get your 10-hour breaks. Okay, it's not like it used to be, because the way it used to be, you never did get 10-hour breaks. Even before the hours of service changed to 10 hours, we had 8 hours. But even in those days, we didn't even take 8-hour breaks. Okay, we just didn't. There's a reason why ELDs are in place now. It's because people like us, okay, that like, you know what? I'm going to buck the system. I'm going to go around through Grandma's house. If you don't know what Grandma's house is in trucking, then you have no clue what a runner is, okay? You know what I'm saying? It's going through the woods. Okay, let me just tell you. It's when you bypass that scale. You bypass that chicken coop. Like, oh, You know, coops are open. Well, I'm going to go through grandma's house. Okay? I probably told a lot of you guys that talk a lot of crap on me, I probably just taught you something. Because most of you guys are rookies. You don't know your elbow from your a-hole. During all those years of me running like that, yeah, I could brag about running hard and doing this and bucking the system and doing all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I was freaking 20 some odd years old, 30 years old, and I felt like I was 40. Okay, because I didn't get no rest. Okay? The best thing to do, especially in today's day and age, is make your money easier. Or you don't run. You don't have to run as hard. Why? Because make more by working less. So what does that mean? Finding those good loads that pays for you guys that's out there in the spot market. Finding those good loads that pay real well. If you guys run contracted freight, if you guys are company drivers like I am, you know, maybe you're hauling fuel, maybe you're hauling flatbed, you know, and stuff like that. Maybe you're hauling oversized. You know, work smarter, not harder. You know, that's pretty much the goal. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no sense in sitting there, you know, pounding out 4,000 miles every single week when you could pull, you know, 2,000, 2,500 and make the same kind of money. If you can find a gig like that, that's the best way to do it, right? That's the way I see it. It's all like local drivers don't work very hard. No, we don't work very hard when we're at home. But when we're at work, we work pretty daggone hard. Why we get, you know, such turnovers, because you got a lot of OTR drivers to sit there and think they know everything. Then they get out here and, well, you actually got to work. You actually got to get out of the truck. It's not about just holding the steering wheel. You actually got to get out there and be productive. Make the most out of your time while you have time. And when you're in that OTR mentality, you're just looking for the nearest truck stop. That way you can go eat. You know, I'm going to go take me a shower. Listen, I'm all about taking a shower, but I ain't going to wait no line for a shower. So what do I do when I was out there OTR? I was like, well, you know what? Time of day when there's not a line. Usually, you know, late morning to mid-afternoon. Great time to take a shower. Go friggin' take a shower, go on, spend a night at the shipper, spend a night at the receiver. Do those kind of little things that keep you friggin', make you as much money as you can, keeping your hours. Man, this stuff is not rocket science. I don't understand. I said rocket science. Sinus. Okay, I'm from Texas. I can make up words on my own. Okay, ask George W. Bush. Okay, I hear I'm kidding. I don't know, but anyway, I could go on and on and on about this, but obviously the experts out there, you know, that claim they know everything about trucking, they hadn't been doing it near as long as a lot of the rest of us. Listen, I'm going on 18 years. Okay? I'm going on 18 years. Most of you guys 18 years ago, okay, you were still trying to look for your first piece of tail.